Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Deacon Willer from Cryptozoic Entertainment, looking at Epic Spell Wars, the Battle Wizards ANNIHILAGEDDON deck building game.
You did it.
Yes, it's not that bad.
Though you do have to say ANNIHILAGEDDON. I mean, you have to. It's in the trademark and everything.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
for the close.
Yes.
We'll do that. So we have a deck building game.
This is a deck building game.
Not the usual Epic Spell Wars.
Correct.
Game.
So if you have played Epic Spell Wars or any of our Cerberus line, this is really that for that. The oversized cards for this version of the game still look the same as Epic Spell Wars, but not as Cerberus games. Okay. So we have the Game Overlord, we have Mr. Lucky and his charms. I have a couple of the old ones. The Hellish Huffman and his Band of Rage, Ball of Cthulhu, Joan of Spark, Snatcha, the Viscous Viscountess, Venture, the Party Dragon, and I'm going to show the full-size art on that because I think it's really the best one.
Look at this.
Look at this. I'm very happy with that piece of art. And McGravy, the Highland Magus. When someone wins an Epic Spell Wars tournament in the previous year, they get their vanity card in it. So this is McGravy, who won last year.
All right.
So the biggest difference is that's your player card now, and you're tracking health.
Okay.
So by tracking health, that means you're also...
That's right, because we are trying to kill one another.
Exactly. And just because you're dead doesn't mean you're out of the game.
Okay.
The Necromancers are working overtime. So every time you die, you just get a dead wizard token.
Okay.
Until they run out of spell slots. And that's the end of the game. Okay. So you put out 4 dead wizard tokens per player. And if that runs out, or the modified Legends deck, which is the supervillain or big boss deck, runs out, whatever happens first, the game ends the turn after that.
Okay.
The coolest thing about this is I think it deals away with some of the runaway leader. If you have the best deck, you're also having the most points, and you're going to get more cards and get more points and stuff like that. Every dead wizard token is -3 points.
Okay.
And they also have something bad on the back. Mostly. About 90% of them are bad. Some of them can be helpful.
Okay.
Or can be miscrewed as helpful, but if you have the wrong thing in your discard pile, it's very bad. Yeah, so
okay.
there's craziness. Yes. It's still Epic Spell Wars because there's that element of, I have no idea what's going to happen. This is a completely random game, but you still feel like you're in control because you're punching each other so much in the face. You can, if you're running away as a winner,
right.
Everyone else at the table can easily see that. I have 3 dead wizard tokens in front of me right now, and you only have 1.
Clearly punch me.
You punch you.
Yes.
Punch you. Or until you start running that out. And we know you bought 3 bosses. We have to make sure that you have that area. So a lot of Cerberus games are normally at like 35, 40 points at endgame. Mm-hmm. I've won this game with 11 points.
Okay. All right.
So, but it still balances out in that way.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, any other questions before I start just continuing to spiel like
No.
Yeah.
Well, I was getting into, so what is different with
so that's
else
the
that's mixed in here?
biggest difference.
Okay.
I think because from a player standpoint and how you play the game, that's gonna do some crazy stuff. The other 3 big differences are you start the game with a familiar.
Okay.
And the familiar is only a card that you can buy, and it is something that is all of them have a defense on them, so you can always get a defense in your deck because there's a lot of punching, but they're also always 6 costs and can do a lot. What's fun too is we're also going to be putting promos inside the box for some of the previous wizard cards that were in the other games. Mm-hmm. So Lord Squeaker's Esquire is the familiar for Cuddly Wizard Sir Kitty Purrington, but Kids is for the Game Overlord. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and they all say it right there at the bottom. You can find it on any of the others. So you can always buy those cards. So that's
mix in.
Yes, that's one of the biggest difference. You still do get a player ability. It's just on a token.
Okay.
And you are dealt 2, so you're thematically still the party dragon, and that's going to work more with your familiar. But maybe I have cost with cards, so 4 or less you buy from the deck go on the top of your deck.
Okay.
And just like any Cerberus game, you have a lineup of 5, and you're putting them into your discard pile when you buy them, shuffling through your deck, trying to keep it synergy, trying to keep it low card count.
Right.
And all that going on. So, and I said 3 things, 2 more. The Wild Magic is, I think, the biggest pull from the Epic Spell Wars universe. This is basically the kickstack, the cards that you can always buy in the game.
Okay.
What they do is you can choose to do +2 power, which is what most of those have. Mm-hmm. But you can also play the top card of someone else's deck.
Okay.
So if you're able to scry into the top person of someone else's deck, that can give you some cool stuff. And if you're able to even play an ongoing card that stays out in front of you, you've played it, so it's going to stay out in front of you for the rest of the game instead.
So it's a change in value of what you actually want to buy.
Correct.
Depending on what other people are buying.
Correct.
Okay.
So they're, I think, one of the better always buyable cards in there. The last but not least is Mayhem.
Okay.
Mayhem cards come out and just really throw the dice into the game, and you're really not sure how they're going to shake out, and sometimes they will be incredibly beneficial to you.
Okay.
And sometimes they will make you miss your turn because you have a card size of 1. So this Mayhem was the players with the highest and lowest HP swap.
Okay.
And that might just mean that you got -3 points because someone's going to kill you. Because if anyone kills anyone, they get the Standee, the ANNIHILAGEDDON trophy, which allows you to draw 6 cards at the end of turn and discard down to 5.
Okay.
Which is other. If you want to know what this one does, this Standee literally only happens if you buy Cthulhu. Cthulhu made his way into the game. He gets his own Standee. Again, contracts are very important to us.
Right.
So yeah, that is Epic Spell Wars of the Battle of the. You did it better than I did.
Epic Spell Wars of Battle Wizards. ANNIHILAGEDDON.
There we go.
Deck building game.
Thank you.